On this retreat, we had about 80 students that participated. All of these participants stayed in cabins, so it was an overnight retreat for a period of 2 days. Our objective and theme was our journey, Nuestra Historia, which really encompasses in the stories of our students and individuals who participate in the CASA mentoring program. We began our activities to really explore, to get a better sense of their own unique self and empower them to their future so they could achieve their dreams in their own way. Because the CASA mentoring program is a 2-year program, we have seniors that they have an opportunity to re-engage with their current mentees or mentors, but then we have a new class, a junior class that's coming in fresh, that's coming in as first-year students in CASA. So throughout this experience, our CASA students were able to meet for the first time their mentors and their mentees. So this was really kind of the introduction to a 2-year relationship in CASA. So within our CASA annual retreat, we incorporated a series of challenges, of team building activities, of adventure activities, and the sole purpose and objective of these programs were a few. One is for students to face their fears. For instance, we have activities where you have many of our participants that are afraid of heights, that are afraid of speed, that are afraid of being suspended in mid-air.
I'm so terrified.
That's why we have the zip line. In the zip line, you are traveling over 150 feet at a really fast pace. And I think this is an opportunity for them to face not only their fear, but an obstacle and a barriers. And symbolically, we have many barriers and challenges throughout life. We also had an activity called the V-swing. The V-swing was probably one of the most intense. One of the subjects is suspended in mid-air, and through the pulling of team members, you tense up the rope to the point that that participant is to the tallest possible point. And the moment that this individual lets the rope go, they free fall, fast, hard. And it seems for a little bit when you're suspended in midair that you're gonna hit the ground, but sure enough, the rope catches you and you swing really close to the ground, but then the adrenaline rush doesn't really stop there. Woo! In regards to team building, we had a few activities like the low ropes course, where our students had to figure out a way to learn how to work together. Rafting, where the whole team had to in some way come up with a consistent rhythm where they could pull a rope fast enough for them to advance, but not too hard to where the raft will tip left or right and not enable them to win the race. In some activities, some were not able to communicate at all, some were blindfolded, some were muted and couldn't talk. I think that these activities really teach them how to not only work as a team, but to find success in a team setting. During the program, we had an activity called Identity Exploration Painting. This was an exercise that is really intended for our participants, which are both college students and high school students, to explore the unique attributes and characteristics that make up who they are. So this is an exercise where you're following your intuition, where you're really digging deep to find out what your inner goals are and what your life purpose is. But really the objective is to lay out a foundation for them to find their story, Nuestra Historia, su historia, and their journey through life.
And the tree represents me.
There was many stories that really touched my heart and were very moving as far as content, but I think that the one common denominator and the common ground that we were able to see is a story of struggle, of hardship, but flipped with a strength perspective. In the sense that even though these individuals were going through tough times, they found a way to generate resiliency, to generate persistence, and to really find motivation even within their own struggles. Another highlight of our annual retreat was a talent show. The talent show was particularly special because our parents were there in the audience. And these students do not live out of music or out of singing or acting or poetry, but we had them all.
Tus labios hermosos que hacen esa linda sonrisa especial hace que mi corazón se ríe.
rayatis, pues no más. ¿Por qué te pintatis? Pues no más. ¿Qué de rayatis? Pues no más. Ya te desgraciaste, yo estoy fufaz. Ay, ay, ay.
Even though our talent show was a little bit on the fun side, I think it teaches a lot about leadership, and it also, I think, provided a little bit of entertainment for our parents to see that this is a youth program that is not solely based on academics, but we love to have fun, we love to build community, and also have a good time. This weekend would have not been possible with the amazing help of our Centro Hispano Familia. Within the Centro Hispano Familia, we have corporate sponsors who are really part of our family, which is US Cellular. They sponsored this retreat for the full entirety of both days.
In my little drawing, I got my family.
Distancia, pero familia en todos lados.
At the end of the day, we want to show you that, we're just like you guys.
Also, we have an amazing staff, which is a student staff. They were really the pillars of this experience. And then, of course, without the support of our director, Dr. Segovia, none of this would have ever been possible.
Compartir nuestros sueños, compartir nuestras metas, nuestras barreras.
We hope that our participants understand that they're not alone in this journey, that many of us have already gone through these experiences, that many of their mentors are living that experience, and within our collective community, we have so much expertise, so much love, and so much fight that when they go home, I want them to feel that they have a home within Mi Casa and that they have a resource that would really enable their success into higher education and their personal life in the near future.